Hello everyone, my name is Julie Moon. I'm Senior Research Analyst with Finovate, and I am here today with Chris Brown, President of Intelygenz USA. Chris, thank you so much for joining us today.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me again.
So, as we've been walking the floor of this conference, it's been amazing to see just the increase of development in AI solutions. It is everywhere now. Intelygenz has been implementing AI for large organizations for over 10 years now. Can you tell us what you think about how companies can best navigate this now quite crowded landscape?
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of talk about AI. Even just in the 6 months since is it 6 months since for Finovate Spring to Finovate Fall? About 6 months. And yeah, it's AI, and we know that, and we knew it was coming. There's a few things actually that I think organizations can do, and actually I'm going to, something I talk about here at Finovate Fall. I think the first thing is try and get yourself out of the AI buzzword, out of that AI hype. Really try to understand where you can apply AI within your business. Try and cross-match your strategy, your challenges to the art of the possible of AI. Don't get hung up and leave that technical jargon, leave all of those hype words to the machine learning engineers and data scientists, and really focus on what are the challenges I'm facing in my industry? What will make a difference to my business? And if you do that, I can promise people from our vantage point of seeing that over many, many years, you will put yourself in a really, really good position. That in the consumption models. So understand how you can consume AI, because that matters. It makes a difference in your regulatory position or what your constraints are from a legal and regulatory point of view, how fast you can go, what skills you need, what levels of customization and what levels of differentiation you can get. So where to apply it, understand the consumption. There's some amazing off-the-shelf solutions all across the conference here today that do phenomenal pieces of work that can really give benefits and advantages. So understand those two pieces and how you're going to deploy and stay out of the jargon. And that's how I think you really make a difference to your business. That's what I would encourage business leaders to do, is stay out of that jargon, understand where you can apply.
Great. So Intelygenz has a unique engagement model, and it's really known for delivering rapid and measurable ROI. So can you tell us more about Intelygenz' Day Zero promise and how that aligns with your comprehensive engagement to set you apart, engagement strategy to set you apart from other consultancies?
Yeah, so when it comes to those consumption methodologies of AI, we are very much focused in custom model. So this is about training models on your data to answer specific questions based on correlation within your data sets, or generating information based on data that you own within your business. So that's predominantly where we're focused. Our Day Zero value proposition that we talk about is all about how long would it take if you started from scratch to bring the methodologies, the capabilities, the technologies, the skills, the experience, the frameworks in order to start to be able to put your AI solutions into production. Remember, very different, that 85% chasm of failure where you fall from innovation centers and lab into production. How do you cross that? They are all the skills that you need to manage the end-to-end AI life cycle. And our Day Zero promise is we will bring that to the party. We will bring that to the engagement on Day Zero. And that's what's going to accelerate you. That's how we get those rapid ROI. That's how we get the rapid deployments, because we've been doing this a very, very long time. And one of the only companies in the world, I would say, have been doing it for the length of time. Over 10 years since we put our first AI solution in production. It's a long time ago. So that's our Day Zero value proposition. It's an acceleration of skills, capability, methodologies, frameworks to get you started.
So you've highlighted some quite impressive use cases in financial services and statistics. For example, reducing response times by 50% with AI-driven customer support systems, and also lowering transactions by 30%, or lowering fraudulent transactions by 30%. Can you walk us through how Intelygenz identifies these opportunities during scoping sessions, and also how you deliver these quite impactful results?
Yeah, it's a really good question, and actually it's a conversation we've had a lot at the conference over the last couple of days as well. because we're very true to what we are. We are an engineering AI implementation organization. What we are not is a set of management consultants and strategy consultants. So a lot of the time, our clients are coming to us and saying, I have a problem in this area. I believe that AI can solve it. That's why I talked earlier about, hey, it's really important to understand that transition of strategy and AI, or the possible, and bringing that together. So a lot of our clients bring the solutions and say, hey, we're struggling to solve this. I believe AI can help. Can you come? So we start that process scoping session from there. We do also understand that we have some inherent knowledge, even though we say we're not management consultants, we want to be engineers, but we've done a lot of work in the financial industry over the last 10 years. So we have got a plethora, a track record of here's what a lot of organizations in your industry are struggling with, and they become our package solutions, they become our go-to, and we can inspire and we can inject that inspiration into our clients to say, look, this is where the market is going. We don't pretend to be financial services experts, but we have got a lot of experience in where AI is being deployed. And we also have something called our Academy, which is really a 1 day to 3 day session, tends to be 1 day more or less right now, where we bring the art of the possible in financial industry to the table, and we start to talk about what other organizations do, and we talk about directly to single clients, but what is their strategy, what are their challenges, and how can we match those two things together, and that starts to grow the momentum of here. I think we should be focusing our challenges really here, and we've got good maps across the whole spectrum of financial services, everything from customer engagement all the way to back-end operations, AML, fraud detection, etc. And so we can start to bring all of that map to the forefront in order to help our clients understand what is the art of the possible, and where can they match that to their strategy, because nobody knows their strategy better than they do.
Yeah, that's really cool that you can kind of create a space for that and for those conversations.
Yeah.
That's great. So as Intelygenz continues to grow, especially through your partnership with VAS, how do you plan to scale your AI solutions while still maintaining that high level of customization and also the rapid ROI that Intelygenz is known for?
Yeah, so the acquisition by VAS has been really pretty instrumental for us in terms of, we've always had the capability, the bench depth, the experience, the knowledge to go global. We've had that experience. What we didn't have were the deep pockets to go and explore those different territories, those different regions. VAS has brought that to the table. It's also brought the backing of a recognized brand across the globe, and that's helped us with entering into conversation. So we've got the capability. I'm never worried about that. We've got the experience. We've got the bench strength in order to go and accelerate that strength without any decrease in quality. I'm very confident about that. And VAS has been a huge enabler for us to go and execute that and bring that talent, that day zero promise, to much more of the world.
Very cool, very cool. So while delivering ROI is a key objective, what other metrics of success factors does Intelygenz consider when assessing the impact of an AI project? And also, how do you ensure that these projects deliver value?
Super question, because it's all that matters. ROI is what matters. Because if we don't have any return of investment, if we have no commercial return, we have a technical exercise, and it will not come out of the lab, and it will not come out of the innovation center. So ROI is so critical. But there are different types of ROI based on the challenge that you're trying to address. Is it customer engagement? How are we going to measure that? As part of the process that we go through, one very key aspect early in the project we call discovery. And in discovery, we make sure that all of the questions, not just technical of what systems do you have, what does your data look like, what do the profiles look like, we are asking the question, what does good look like? How will you measure what good looks like in your industry? How will you measure it inside your business? And we make sure that those target variables of the AI are focused on, and the monitoring and the clarity of those KPIs are clear in the technical solution that we deliver.
Yeah.
So ROI is a blanket term, and it is really critical. I'm not going to come away from it. Commercial return of investment is why the majority of the projects that we enter into are executed. But what that means, you need to be really clear during that discovery process of how am I measuring that? What am I putting in very, very strict terms as the KPIs of this solution in order to know that we were successful?
Yeah.
And that before we execute any code in production, that monitoring system is put in place.
Cool. All right. Well, that's all we have time for. But Chris, thank you so much for joining us. This has been wonderful.
No, thanks for having me again. It's been a pleasure.
Great. And thank you all.